Welcome back, everyone. Shadika's Blackheart, the Mad Furry MGTOW, coming to you guys with another video. Okay, so today I want to talk a little bit about something that has been popping up in my news feed, mainly here on YouTube, from creators like Turd Flinging Monkey and even, I believe, MGTOW 101. Now, the the subject is going to be referred to as spermjacking. That's right, spermjacking. It's kind of like carjacking, but guess what? That's right. The victim is nothing more than a man's testicular sperm. His sea monkeys, his seamen, whatever you want to call it. The big white floating assholes of the penis. Whatever you want to call it. But the thing that really gets me is the methods being used to pull this off. Now, if you haven't guessed, yes, it's women that are doing this mostly. We don't really hear much about the gay men getting their own semen sucked off and then getting impregnated with, which is basically the ideology behind this sperm jacking. Now, what gets me is the methods involved in doing this sperm jacking. Now, in case you don't know, I'm going to list two of the main ways that I at least have heard of that women use to basically abuse this once very simple way of getting semen. The first is they take it from a condom. Yeah, you just heard me right. Guys, you can no longer just go ahead, put on a rubber, bang a woman, discard the now cum-filled condom in the trash can. No, because what this nasty bitch is going to do is pick it up, go in the bathroom, turn it inside out, and rub it all up in her snatch. I know, it's disgusting, because let's think about it like this. Say you did the proper thing. You took her out for takeout. You come home, you pig out on the takeout. Then she gets in the mood because you are doing all the right things, saying all the nasty shit she wants to hear. She's in the mood, you're in the mood, you fuck, and guess what? You decide to put that nasty condom in the trash with all the takeout containers, and maybe, just maybe, some kind of sauce, let's say taco sauce or duck sauce, gets all up on this nasty condom, and she wants to go ahead and rub it all up in her. Now, I guess there's sort of like a life expectancy on how potent the semen will be. And it's about, 5 minutes? But still, you don't think about how quick germs can travel. They don't need 5 minutes to get up on something. Now, it just may be me, but I'm just waiting to hear a news story where one of these sperm jackings goes wrong. Like, she gets some kind of nasty venereal disease in the condom, and she rubs it all up on herself, not because the guy had an STD. No, more so because somehow germs got in there, and now she's got a sickness down in her crotch. That's just me, and that's the kind of shit I'm waiting on, but, I could be a sadistic prick like that. Now, the other method that I have heard of, okay, and has even been mentioned in an article or two, is when a woman blows a guy, okay, she gives him a blowjob. She then spits the semen in a cup, runs off into the bathroom, and starts playing around with herself, getting all this in her snatch, hoping that she'll get pregnant. Yeah, isn't that just disgusting? Shit, why don't you just put on a spectacle? Let them know what you're doing. Grab the biggest dildo that you got in your collection, run off in the bathroom, dip that shit all over in there, and just go to town. Go to town. Show him that his dick isn't good enough. And I know there's going to be some guy out there that's like, shut up, you're giving her ideas. All I'm just saying is, if you're going to be a deceptive cunt, why don't you just go ahead and do the one thing? Just go ahead and make a big spectacle about it. If he goes and he raises any suspicion, just rest assured him, hey, you're going to have a little fun while you're in the shower. Run the water, and that's what you're taking you do for the whole 5 minutes that you're in there. Or hell, just to exaggerate, why not spend 20 minutes doing that? Make sure that it's thoroughly there. Make sure that it's all nice and done. I mean, this is sort of like the big question that I asked. The $1 million question I asked back in my first video. I asked, even though I asked, how low will feminists sink? I am starting to wonder, how low are women in general just going to sink? And now I'm starting to see it. Women are sinking to a low that they cannot pull themselves out from. I mean, come on, they can't even make it seem where a blowjob seems like a good idea to a guy anymore. Cause no, who knows what nasty shit she'll do to your junk afterwards. It's just not right what they're doing with a man's nut juice anymore. I mean, they are inciting a pregnancy on themselves just so that way they can get a free child support check. So that way they can be taken care of at the expense of the man. And I've said it once, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It just seems to me that women are no longer women anymore. They are entitled, stuck up, bratty little cunts that just need to be put down on, just told, hey, that's where we draw the line. Don't be doing that shit. And I think it's mainly because women realize they have complete reproductive control and they don't want to get rid of it. They like the idea that they can go ahead and even if a man says no, he doesn't want kids, at least not with her, that she's still going to take it upon herself while he is sleeping to go ahead and just take him for what he's got and take his man nuts and just squeeze him out. Squeeze out just a sufficient amount of semen for her to go and try and impregnate herself with. I mean, good God. The one thing that men actually needed women for is now being slowly deteriorated away because they think, hey, this guy isn't going to stick around long. So let's go ahead and let's pull one over him. It's kind of like what I showed in the last video there, where, women were faking a pregnancy just that way they'll scare a guy into proposing or sticking around. It's really starting to get sickening. It's like every day when I wake up and I check my news feed on YouTube or any other social media, bam, I'm greeted with shit like this. It's rather horrifying as a man. I mean, because it's like, holy crap, I'm just waiting for this shit to start coming around in my neighborhood if it isn't already. And it's just like what I said. Women are no longer women anymore. They're just these bratty little monsters that think, oh, well, he doesn't want to take and do this? Fine, I'll fuck him. And then what's worse is, I'm just surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these spermjackings goes in a really bad direction. Like, she gets pregnant by this guy, even though she basically spermjacked him, and then she claims a rape accusation on him. I mean, bitch, how much lower can you go here? So, it's just me. But guys, it's like, wow. It's like, unless we have a vasectomy, we ain't got no much of a choice but to play along with the game or just say, fuck this shit. This is how you're going to treat me. you can't treat me with some decency, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. That's just as simple as that. So, just to go ahead and add this in here, what I find very funny also when it comes to some of these cases is the matter of the double standard, the gender double standard that seems to be enforced in acts like this, where if the woman lies about being on birth control or lies about what the sexual act is going to fully entail, oh, she did no wrong. She did no wrong. Oh, she said she was on the pill? Well, guess what? A court's going to go, oh, well, she did no wrong. So pay up, bastard. You're going to be paying 18 years of child support. Whereas if we switch the roles around, the man lies about the sexual act, or he lies about using birth control. You know, like he says, oh, I'm going to use a rubber, but then yanks it off. I know Turd Flinky Monkey did a video about this recently, and I'll link that in the description. But again, it's definitely the guy's the perpetrator and the woman's the victim. Always. And you switch them around, and it's, oh, the woman, she did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. I'm getting tired of this double standard bullshit. There's some that I know that you can actually explain in simple logic. But there's ones like this where I'm wondering, why? What the fuck kind of standard is this? This is supposed to be acceptable? Horse fucking shit. There used to be the saying, a condom is cheaper than 18 years of child support. And I hate to say it, but that's not the case anymore. It seems to me, a call girl is cheaper than 18 years of child support. An escort is cheaper than 18 years of child support. That's pretty much what it's starting to boil down to. Or, just to basically put it to short terms, if you can't afford that, it seems to me that saying, fuck it, I'm not going to touch a woman ever, is a lot cheaper than 18 years of child support. Why? Because it's fucking free. There is no money that you have to put in to go, well, I ain't gonna touch a bitch ever. Ever. And I know what some guys are gonna say. Well, all my friends, they get laid and they tell me stories and it feels so bad that I have to tell them that I'm going my own way. Hey, I got an easy thing for that. Fuck what they think. Fuck what they say. When they end up either with a big old cherry on their dick, or they're even, or worse, they're in prison and still have to work, paying child support through some work release program, guess what? You can go ahead, visit them in prison, and ask them all about that juicy child support they gotta flush out, even though that they're stuck in prison because, guess what? They either A, couldn't pay the child support, or B, the woman said, he raped me, even though she spermjacked him. Now that I think about it, it's just getting crazy out there. It really is. And it's like there's less and less a man can take and do to defend himself from the female deception. It's really getting that batshit insane out there. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's not the most popular opinion, but it's just my opinion. It's my opinion. It's my way of thinking about this situation, and it's just really my idea about this whole thing. So with that said, I'm the Mad Furry MGTOW, Shadicus Blackheart, signing out. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to this channel for more uploads and content, And give this video a like and share it with your friends on social media. With that, remember, be faithful to yourself and try to avoid these sperm jacking cunts. Mad Furry MGTOW, out of here.